going on, guys? Steve here from InvestorMaverick.com. In today's video, we're going to do an update on Metafi Yielders and see what's going on since everybody seems to be panicking about not being able to withdraw, which is very similar to other programs like COTPS, Swapnex, and I believe there's like a few others that are kind of just going down and dropping like flies. So this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing my experience. And if you're new to this channel, I test out different ways of making money online, offline, and kind of just treat this as like an experiment so you can kind of live vicariously through me to see what works, what doesn't, and kind of how to spot something that is going to work for you. So in my experience, I've done marketing for like well over like 13, 14 years now. And I've seen all types of things, all types of programs and, investments and ways to make money. And with this type of thing, these guys are claiming that you can make 4.2% daily, which is just unheard of, right? With COTPS, they were claiming, I believe, like 2 to 3%, which is also just insane, like not sustainable. Not sure exactly how you're able to do that. But, I gave them the benefit of the doubt because they claim that they can do arbitrage trading, which I have had friends make good money doing that. And so that kind of made more sense for me to wrap my mind around how that would work and how they would be able to pay that kind of insane rate out. But with this, they're claiming that they're lending it to people at these kinds of rates, which is just, that makes no sense. Like, why would anybody take a loan out for 4.2% daily? That's just absolutely crazy. I mean, that compounds very, very quickly and wouldn't just not be worth it unless you know some kind of insider trading or some kind of like thing that other people don't know, that you just know for a fact that you're going to make way more than that. I just don't see it working out and being sustainable long term, which is why this kind of just brings up the red flags. Because I haven't seen anybody actually lend money from these guys. They don't have a demographic or telling us exactly where these people are that are actually lending it, and everything just seems to be kind of the smoke and mirrors. So let's kind of see what's going on here on Twitter. I'm typing in Metafi Yielders. I didn't receive my funds when I withdraw last Thursday. It's more than 48 hours, less than 4K. So they did say that you were able to withdraw, I guess, like smaller amounts, but I guess now you can't withdraw anything. Let's see what's going on here. I guess here's, this is the guy, Michael. I forgot his last name. I think it's like Dehar. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Collapses, pulls, just pause. Okay, so this guy's made some kind of video. So here's one thing that I saw. Looks like somebody was like asking him, I don't know exactly from where, but I can't work for 1 to 2 months for now. The pool is dried up because of the huge crypto crash. We don't have any funds to refund everyone. The best we can do is just wait and see an uptrend in the market. So I don't know if this is real, but it appears to be, Michael responding to somebody. And since this whole thing crashed, with crypto and Bitcoin and all these other coins, this kind of just exposes Ponzi schemes. They're not able to, sustain themselves long term without new money coming in. And usually when crashes happen, people are constantly just pulling money out and panic selling, right? And so whether it be through stocks, whether it be liquidating, assets like, crypto and, real estate and whatever, people want to get their money out of the market so it doesn't keep crashing. So with this, I'm noticing they say like, hey, you can't withdraw because we don't want you pulling out the money, which tells me like, well, if you're already lending that money out and you were making money with it, wouldn't that, what does that have to do with anything? But with Ponzi's, you need new money constantly in order to pay out the people that are already in it at the top. So let's see what some other YouTubers are saying here. And this seems to be a pretty big affiliate of Metafi Yielders.
This is Monday.com.
Oh boy, here we go. These ads are coming in hot.
chances of you being able to probably be allowed back to this platform, I would imagine, are slim. Because asking for a refund just shows that you no further want to support the platform, which is okay. If you choose to do that, that is your choice. I want everybody to make their own choices. I believe that's the most
He seems a little salty about that. People asking for a refund, which, I mean, can you blame them? They can't get their money out. And I think it's easier for guys like this to say, like, you know, to not really worry and be like, oh, I'm patient, I'm being positive about this, because really they didn't invest much into it because they got a bunch of affiliate commissions from all these other people. Because as you can see here on, I believe it's their website for affiliates, they pay out on levels, which is also a huge red flag. I mean, not only is it virtually impossible to get anybody to take a loan for more than, like, you know, a few percent a day, like even just 1% a day is insane, but let alone 4% or higher, and paying out people on your first level 7%, 2%, then 1%, and then if you're like invested $250,000 or more, like even further down to 7 levels, this is like, the numbers just don't add up at all. So to me, it's like, it's very easy for these guys to be like, hey, you know, and no disrespect to this guy. I mean, if he could personally explain, make a video for me and say like, hey, this is how they're making money, and, you know, this is how much money I got into it, and blah, 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 you know, kind of breaking down the numbers so they make more sense. And these are the kinds of people that take these kinds of loans out. You know, I'd be a little more open, you know, because I'll admit when I'm wrong. But when I have questions that don't get answered, that's when I get a little skeptical. So with this kind of thing, of course, you know, all these big affiliates are going to be like, oh, calm down, you know, it's fine, don't worry about it. When all the people that they, you know, brought into it, they're kind of just scrambling now. They're like, yo, I put like 20 grand into this thing and now I can't even pull it out. I haven't even made $1 yet. So seems to be all the people getting at, you know, the crap end of the deal here are trying to, you know, hit this guy up. I'm sure he's getting a bunch of heat, as well as the CEO.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our disclaimers. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here, 924 members, 170 of them are online right now. And this is the group that I will be putting the link for in the description.
So I think he talks about it. Yeah, here we go. Telegram.
Their withdrawals. There are different people that have added their input and different things like that. Let's see. We're going to move on. So some of you guys can kind of keep up with this. There's a guy named Mr. Trice in here, and I don't know Mr. Trice. And there was somebody that left a comment that I thought was kind of funny saying, I was vilifying Mr. Trice. I'm not vilifying anybody, okay? And I'm not, you know, if there's anybody, I could have took the stance to vilify anybody, but that's not what I'm doing. And it seems like Mr. Trice is trying to do the best that he can for the people in the community that want this. All right, so if this is what you want, go for it. Go ahead and get in here and
not exactly sure who he was talking about.
But don't be violent. Don't be in here trying to do stuff. Remember the rules. Avoid getting kicked out. And they got a lot of stuff in here. So they talked about. They actually had a live call this morning. I poked my head in for like 2 seconds. I didn't stay long. It says based on the live call we just did, we agreed for the group to be open in a slow mode. We also agreed for Michael to answer some questions which have been compiled by Husi Khan. So obviously they're in communication with Michael Dehar. We also agreed to wait till Monday to know what Michael has for us in order to know our next move. So even this group is waiting and being patient. All right.
Okay, so let's see here. Based on the live call we just did, we agreed in a group. Okay. We also agreed that Michael to answer some questions. Oh, so maybe this guy works for him. We agreed to no form. We also agreed that no form of refund, withdrawal, or anything payment will be mentioned in this group till Monday. Jeez. What is this? We also agreed before we can stay with that platform, we need proofs of all. Okay, so they're saying that this is their excuse. They want to do a KYC, which is know your customer. I'm not sure what a Austrac is. Is that like an Australian thing, maybe like a KYC for them? And also, some agreed to accept 50% of the refunds. Wow, so they're not even going to do full refunds. So if you want to refund your money, you got to give them, it's like a 50% penalty, which is just, come on. Like, this is crazy.
It says we also agree that no form of refund, withdrawal, or anything payment will be mentioned in this group till Monday. To see update, or else you can be kicked out of the group. Okay, so that is a good update to have right there, all right? They're asking people, all right? No form of refund, withdrawal, or anything payment will be mentioned in this group. So if you want to join this group, don't come in here talking about the refunds. I know I just said, hey, if you want to refund, but this group has changed.
I mean, what else is there to talk about? It's either you get your money or we're going to make money and pull money out. So, I mean, can you blame these people for being mad?
I think that's different. It's going to be patient and wait till Monday, all right? We also agreed that before we can stay with the platform, we need proofs of all certificate, including KYC, Austrac, etc. And also some agreed to accept 50% refund. So obviously, Mr. Trice is in communication with Michael Dehar. In summary of all, if nothing good on Monday, then action will be taken. That's what we all agreed on. It's a community, not my personal idea. The call video will be uploaded.
Yeah, I don't think this is not legit at all.
However, what I don't have respect for is this talk about violence. Is this talk about finding Dehar and that he's a scammer and this all this stuff. We all know the risk that is when you join these platforms. And if you don't, you better ask somebody, because this is a risky space. Anything that you put in these platforms is subject to be gone the next day, possibly. It could very well be. And for all of us to want our money back, that's okay. You can want it all you want, but the chances of you getting it back from the platform is
These justifications are hilarious, dude.
That's basic. Not raise a stir and cause flood and do all that stuff because I don't do that kind of stuff without knowing all the information, right? That's not how I roll. I'll just make a decision and stick with it or decide to change my mind later. So I may be patient right now. I may wait till Monday. I may wait another week, 2 weeks. I've said I'd wait 3, 4 weeks for a platform to come back in my earlier days. Not now. Not now. In my earlier days, I would have said that. So a lot of people are going to feel the different types of way about what's going on with Metafi Yielders. What I'm expecting from Metafi Yielders is that the updates come from the top. Michael Bachner. Something that he has been very consistent in is making sure that he is the one that talks to us and does his lives and announcements on Facebook. He's all let us know that Facebook is the primary source for information. I have not seen any updates on Facebook, but when I do, I will bring it to the channel. All right, so you don't have to text me and call me and say, hey, can you add me to the Facebook group? No, I can't add you to the Facebook. But what I can do is I can bring you updates as I get them. All right, I will also be leaving this link to the Resolution Metafi Yielders group. Do not join this group and cause a lot of crap.
Okay, this is pretty much the same stuff he's saying.
Let's be real. All right, that is the culture of the space. Things are here today, it can be gone tomorrow. All right, we have to understand that if we want things.
So like I said, he even said it. You know, things could be here today, gone tomorrow. Seems to be the typical, you know, Ponzi thing, and unfortunately it's easier to do with crypto because you can get away with it. It's not like, you know, people are getting money from their bank accounts or credit cards where they can get, you know, chargebacks and get their money back quickly. But with this, it's like very, very easy to just run off with this money because it's crypto. So seems like there's going to be an update tomorrow. Maybe I'll make another video to kind of see what's going on. Maybe do a reaction video of Michael doing a live thing. I'm not exactly sure where I can find that info because every time I go to the website to go to their Facebook group, it looks like it's closed. And maybe they're not accepting any new people. I think I saw somebody else mentioning that they're not accepting any new deposits and they're not doing withdrawals. You know, there's just tons of websites out here like this, you know, articles basically just breaking down that, you know, this is pretty scammy, right? And I would love for somebody to explain and convince me otherwise, but the red flags just keep coming and coming and coming one after another here. Let's see here. Yeah, so these are just talking about how the website's down and the excuses they're making, and then here's this guy again. So let me know your guys' experience. Do you have money in this? You know, or did you invest in any other programs that are similar to this? Maybe you know exactly how they're making money. I'm curious to see. You know, I'm constantly just looking at different things and different ways of making money. And the reason why I made this channel is to help people, you know, judge these types of programs and ways of making money to make sure that you're not going to get scammed. Because it's very, very easy to get involved in these types of things because I don't think people really do their due diligence and do their research. You know, there's all different ways that you can do this and make money. I do have other videos showing you how you can make money with, you know, like Airbnb, GPU mining, you know, driving Uber, you know, different kind of gig platforms, and much, much more. So let me know other videos you want me to make, and we'll keep you guys updated on Metafi Yielders, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.